In 1940, the Vice President of the United States visited Mexico and saw something that terrified American agriculture industry. Farmers growing 90% more food per hectare than industrial monoculture, using only 3 crops and 0 fertilizer while feeding families for 7,000 years. Within 4 decades, they classified it as primitive, launched the Green Revolution to replace it, and failed utterly to reduce rural poverty. This is the Milpa system, and this is why they could not let it survive. You are watching Forgotten Soil. We uncover the soil system's history buried beneath industrial agriculture. Every episode, we dig beneath one more forgotten field. If you want access to the full archive, subscribe now. This is today's excavation. The soil that fed 46,000 people at a single site, with 0 external inputs but could not survive progress. The system has 10 names across 10 indigenous languages from Mexico to Guatemala. Maya call it cool. Nahuatl speakers call it Milpa. From mili meaning planted field and pan meaning a pond. Mixteca call it Itzu. Zapoteco call it Guela. Tzotzil call it yak skull. In English, we call it the Three Sisters because we forgot everything else. 3 crops planted together in a single plot. Maize, bean, squash. But here's what nobody tells you about those 3 crops. They sustained every major Mesoamerican civilization for 7,000 years across climates, from sea level to 2,700 meters elevation. The Olmec used it. The Maya built cities on it. The Aztec expanded empires with it. At the archaeological site called La Milpa in Belize, 46,000 people lived during the early Classic period. No synthetic nitrogen, no pesticides, no external inputs of any kind for millennia. This should not work. But excavations across Yucatan Peninsula prove it did. The excavation opens in 1998. Belize. Program for Belize Archaeological Project, directed by Boston University. Archaeologists expect typical slash-and-burn degradation, depleted soils, evidence of ecological collapse after centuries of farming. What they found stopped the excavation. Soil profiles showing continuous fertility improvement over 3,500 years of documented Maya cultivation. Carbon dating of pollen samples reveals maize, bean, and squash cultivation patterns extending back 70 centuries in central Mexico. Soil chemistry analysis shows organic matter accumulation, not depletion. Across archaeological timeline, this was not primitive agriculture degrading land until collapse forced abandonment. This was systematic soil building, maintaining and improving fertility across longer period than recorded human history. Evidence appears across 15 indigenous groups in North America, throughout Mesoamerica, in communities speaking dozens of unrelated languages, all arriving independently at same impossible solution: soil that improves for millennia without fertilizer. But here is what nobody tells you about how it actually works. So what is actually happening in this ground? Start with nitrogen. Industrial maize requires 121 to 138 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare per crop. Without synthetic fertilizer, yields collapse within 3 seasons as soil nitrogen depletes. In Milpa, bean roots host Rhizobium bacteria in nodules that convert atmospheric nitrogen into plant-available ammonium. The bacteria feed on sugars from bean plant. Bean plant receives nitrogen. Maize plant growing beside it receives nitrogen through mycorrhizal fungal networks connecting their roots. 0 nitrogen fertilizer purchased. 0 nitrogen depleted from soil. But recent research from Mixe region reveals something even more impossible: nitrogen-fixing bacteria living directly on landrace maize roots. Not just bean roots, maize converting its own atmospheric nitrogen. This contradicts agronomy textbooks written in 1960s stating only legumes fix nitrogen. But here is what makes no sense about the soil itself. Squash leaves create ground cover, reducing soil temperature by 4.4 degrees Celsius. Moisture retention increases 45% compared to bare soil monoculture. Squash produces 8 to 10 tons of dry organic matter per hectare per cycle, all decomposing into topsoil. No-till cultivation with digging stick preserves earthworm populations and soil structure. Untilled milpa sequesters 4 to 5 times more carbon than plowed monoculture fields. More carbon, more nitrogen, more water, more organic matter, more of everything industrial agriculture destroys. And here is the measurement that should be impossible. Western Highlands of Guatemala. 2021 study. 989 farm households analyzed quantitatively. Land equivalent ratio for maize, bean, squash, milpa, 1.6 to 1.9. That ratio means 60 to 90% greater total productivity than maize monoculture under identical conditions. When fruit trees integrated into system, triple associations surpass monoculture yields by 2 to 3 times. So here is the question nobody wants to answer. Why did this disappear? In 1941, the Mexican government created the Mexican Agricultural Program, backed by Rockefeller Foundation. Mission modernized Mexican agriculture by replacing traditional polyculture with high-yielding monoculture wheat and hybrid maize, requiring chemical fertilizers. Norman Borlaug led the program. Mexico became showcase for extending Green Revolution to other areas. By 1965, Green Revolution policies spread across Latin America, promoting monoculture, pesticides, and hybrid seeds. Rural policies stimulated production of cash crops for export to detriment of traditional intercropping system feeding local communities. Banks required chemical fertilizer purchases as loan conditions for crop credit. Extension agents classified milpa as primitive, inefficient, backward compared to modern scientific agriculture. Educational curriculum removed traditional agricultural knowledge, replaced it with industrial chemical dependency. And here's what you cannot do with milpa. You cannot patent it because knowledge belongs to communities across 70 centuries. You cannot monopolize seed supply because farmers save seeds from their own harvest every year. You cannot create chemical dependency because system generates its own nitrogen and pest control through biological processes. You cannot mechanize polyculture because complexity requires human knowledge accumulated across generations. Not capital purchasing machinery, but the suppression goes deeper than anyone admits. Between 1964 and 1980, Mexico's dirty war violently suppressed political opposition to diversion of public funds for private agricultural gains. In 1994, NAFTA passage forced farmers to shift from food sovereignty framework to global market integration. The Mexican Green Revolution, despite very substantial impact upon wheat production, failed utterly to alleviate rural poverty and malnutrition. They classified it as primitive because they could not profit from it. According to FAO, 75% of world's plant varieties have been irretrievably lost due to industrial agriculture. Within 4 decades, system feeding families for 7 millennia became classified as obsolete. But knowledge does not die when bureaucrats write reports. Half the world never forgot. More than 2/3 of 1,205 plots recorded in Western Highlands of Guatemala remain under milpa system today. Maya in Yucatan still call it cool. Mixteca in Oaxaca still call it itzu. Tzotzil grandmothers in Chiapas teach granddaughters the same planting sequence their ancestors used 3,000 years ago. Maize first, when rains begin. Beans 10 to 20 days later. Squash, when maize reaches knee height. The knowledge passes grandmother to granddaughter, father to son, elder to apprentice. Not written in textbooks, carried in hands, remembering exact depth to plant each seed. Zapoteco in Oaxaca still practice it. Purépecha in Michoacán still practice it. Totonaco in Veracruz. Otomi in Central Highlands. Tarahumara in Northern Mountains still maintain fields their great-grandparents planted. Not nostalgia, just continuity across 70 centuries. Here is where it gets personal. Farmer Jose in Yucatan remembers helping his father on milpa when he was 9 years old. With training we received, he says, we increased our cultivation from 580 kilograms to over 1 ton of corn per hectare, using natural fertilizer while neighboring farmers buying chemicals faced bankruptcy and soil degradation. In 2023, FAO recognized Milpa of Yucatan Peninsula as globally important agricultural heritage system. The system they classified as primitive in 1960 now receives international recognition for climate resilience and food security. You can recognize Milpa by mosaic pattern of plots in different succession stages across landscape. Tall maize stalks with bean vines climbing them and squash leaves covering ground between. It requires land for proper fallow rotation, traditional knowledge, and patience, measuring success across generations instead of quarters. The soil that improved for 7,000 years, feeding 46,000 people at single site with zero inputs. The soil they classified as primitive when Green Revolution failed utterly to reduce poverty. The soil that feeds 2 million people today, using methods older than writing, while modern chemical farming bankrupts farmers. They knew. We forgot. The ground did not, and it is still working. Still improving in forests across Mesoamerica. Still feeding families using knowledge 70 centuries old. Still waiting for anyone willing to remember. It can feed you. If this opened something for you, subscribe. Every share helps preserve knowledge they spent decades trying to erase. The next excavation opens soon. Share this before it gets buried again.